The 31st edition of Heads of National Drug Law Enforcement Agencies in Africa Summit has commenced in Abuja, the nation's capital. Declaring the summit open on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Vice President Kashim Shettima pledged the readiness of the present administration to provide the necessary support for the NDLEA in winning the war against drug abuse in Nigeria.
At the opening ceremony of the 31st Heads of National Drug Law Enforcement Agencies in Africa Summit in Nigeria, the Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima, who stood in for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said Nigeria's government is ready to support in the drug war, but urged heads of national drug law enforcement agencies in Africa to take proactive measures towards ending drug abuse in Nigeria and Africa.
So I must appeal to you to see this gathering as an avenue for the exchange of novel ideas and the development of practical strategies. We must consolidate established contacts, operational partnerships, and cooperation to ensure that the outcomes of these 4 days of deliberation will advance public safety and the emergence of drug-free African communities. Our strength has always been our proactive actions to prevent any individual or group from turning our countries into a minefield of drug trafficking. So we must prioritize prevention, education, and rehabilitation to empower our youth with knowledge and opportunities. We must steer them away from the treacherous path of drug abuse and trafficking and protect our economy from the consequences of their actions.
In his welcome remarks, Chairman and Executive Officer of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Mohamed Buba Marwa said young people now use drugs more than previous generations and promised that the session will provide opportunities for Honlaf leaders to share ideas and learn from each other.
This meeting of Honlaf Africa is also an opportunity to liaise with colleagues, some of whom might have become friends over the years, and to exchange information at a more informal level.
Country representative of the United Nations in Nigeria, Oliver Stope, said 14% of Nigerians use drugs, hence the need for a balanced approach to strengthen cooperations between countries in the fight against drug abuse.
The next 4 days present us with an opportunity to exchange on the latest developments of the drug situation in Africa, learn from each other's successes and challenges, and to jointly find ways to address drug production, trafficking, and use more effectively.
As we discuss trends and tactics in the upcoming workshop, let us not forget the critical role of public awareness and education, recalling that preventing drug abuse at the grassroots level is as vital as our enforcement efforts. Together, we must strive to build resilient communities that reject the lure of illicit substances.
The Honlaf meeting is an annual event. The last summit was held in Nairobi, Kenya, where Nigeria was unanimously elected as the host of the 31st edition, which commenced this Tuesday, September 26, and will end on Friday, September 29, 2023 in Nigeria. Imefon Okon, reporting for Clever News.